Maniac here. Mic working? I think it is. I woke up this morning. It's October 2nd, and apparently we have a major bunch of updates. I don't know. I haven't read any of this, so I have absolutely no idea what any of this is. I'm going to be going in this fresh. Let's see what happens. All right. Invasion chapter structure revamp. The invasion difficulty system rewards rounds will be reorganized. Okie dokie. I like this. So instead of phase, the difficulty level, which was previously consisted of 0 to 15 challenges, has been reorganized to easy, normal, hard, very hard, and king. Well, cool. Sure. Okay. So, normal is basically phase 0. No, so easy is phase 0. Normal is... nothing really changed here. It's just, instead of being able to select which parts of the difficulty you wanted to have, it's just kind of snapping it in. Now, this is kind of bittersweet because one of the best ways to grind is to max out everything except for enemy tier, and you can sleep through. You used to be able to sleep through some grinding. Like, I think it was like a phase 11. So if you did a phase 11 and you would make everything difficult except for enemy tier, it was still relatively easy. But now what they're doing is at hard, they're increasing the tiers of all the enemies. At very hard, they're increasing by 2. And at king, they're increasing by 3. So enemy tier, honestly, is the only thing that really matters in terms of difficulty. Losing castle durability sucks, but... I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I don't have a choice. It's here. It's here. So, but yeah, that's cool. I think new players will have an easier time on, like, they don't have to think about why it's hard. And it's not going to tell them, like, oh, the enemies are going to be higher tier. It's just going to be us dudes who are existing players who understand the flub. In the case of normal invasions, each difficulty is unlocked by clearing the previous difficulty. But in the case of corruption invasion, all difficulties are unlocked. I mean, that makes sense. Following the invasion difficulty reorganization, the clear progress of existing challenge system is reflected in the current difficulty level. So, the hell does that mean? Upon clearing the challenge... 5 upon clearing the challenge. Let me think for a second. All right, all this shit's talking about, like, if you haven't cleared it yet, they're gonna round. This is how they're gonna round you. So if you're only at phase 9, they're only gonna give you easy and normal, right? So this is just like, hey guys who are already who've already played some of these, this is gonna be how it goes. If you cleared everything, this is meaningless to you. If you're still working on it, then they're going to round you to the nearest 0, 5, 10, 12, and 15. And this is going to be pretty much how that works. Invasion unlock difficulty adjustment. The unlock difficulty has been changed from unlocking the next chapter by clearing only the 0 difficulty level to unlocking by clearing a certain level or higher. Okay. So they're going to make you beat hard before you unlock the next chapter. I mean, this will make people... It makes new players have to learn the game a little better. Hard isn't that hard, guys. Hard is an extra tier. If you're super new and you don't understand, like, basic D&D team composition, which is, like... tank, healer, DPS character. You know, if you have trouble understanding that concept, then this game is gonna be really hard. And if you don't know which character is which role, which this game has a hard time with because the class system is bullshit and it doesn't make any sense, then I could see how this might be difficult for new players, right? But for anybody who's, most of you guys who are watching my content, you're gonna be past this, I think. If you're still newbie noob and you're watching this, this basically means understand your team compositions. I do have a team comp tier list video that'll help you understand how to build your teams. So that's interesting. You have to beat the hard chapter to get to the next one. Really isn't going to be a thing for most of us, though, guys. I mean, anybody with, you know, hard isn't hard. King is the bitch, right? Hard is not that hard. So early invasion chapter difficulty adjustments. Additionally, to adjust the difficulty of the early invasion chapters, the rounds in the early chapters will be shortened, and the monster composition will be changed. The chapters in which round lengths are adjusted as follow. Wow, dudes, this is it. So they're going to basically make the first 4 chapters only 10 rounds. So these two first ones are like 10 rounds instead of 20. That's interesting. I don't know who this is for. Again, this is for like the new players. Like, they have to be thinking about bringing new players in, right? 20 rounds is not that much. You're also going to be teaching... I don't know if I like this. Okay, so this is crazy. We're also changing bosses. The bosses that appear in chapter 1-2, easy difficulty. 1-2 is just 2, okay? Because it's the first chapter, like the second. I don't know. It's so stupid. Chapter 1-2 is dumb. It's the weirdest phrasing. Instead of it being Chow, which is the stun boss, they're gonna make you fight a Goblin Rider, and then, and that's only in the easy mode. So they're making easy extremely easy. Though easy Chow is easy already. I don't know who this is for. Yeah, I mean, reducing the number of rounds is kind of cool. This doesn't affect any existing players. Like, I don't think anybody's playing these little rounds anymore. The bosses that appear on normal difficulty are same as before. So it's really only the easy ones. I mean, all right, good for you guys. You're considering the new play. I mean, they have to, right? Because us old players, we burn out and leave, and they have to make this game optimized for the first 6 months of a player, right? So that's where they make their money, right? New player comes in, gets hooked, gets excited, all the possibilities in the world are there, they're learning, and they start spending money to get to the end game faster, right? So this is them just kind of catering to those people with stars in their eyes. They're not jaded by hundreds of hours of strife and arena grinding to get the accessories and legacies and shit. They haven't been burnt out yet. Invasion reward reorganization. Okay, first, I'd be great if they could just give all of us veterans all of these rewards. I want to be able to click on chapter 1 and just get all the here's all the rewards just refreshed for you. It'd be great. Same rewards, they're just spreading them out. So this is just like, hey, if you haven't beaten the first 5 chapters, these are the rewards you're gonna get based on you know, easy, normal, hard, etc. And it looks like they're giving a good amount of rewards to new players. So, you know, I'm proud of them. They're doing a good job on that. So Chapter 8, Chapter 9. Anybody who's already beaten Chapter 10, guys, it doesn't matter. So this is probably more relevant if you're watching my content. This is the Chapter 2 stuff. These are much more difficult to get to these rewards. And what I am happy to see is that they're giving legacy summoning stones. That's really good for the corruption chapters. So I'm happy to see that. So they're even giving it to you on easy. So that means you guys are going to actually have a shot at getting legacies. This means that there's really no reason for you guys not to have some legacies free to play. So like, let's count 20, 40 in the first one, 20 legacy, 40 legacy. You got legacy ores. They don't give you any more. I mean, they're giving you 40 legacy stones. Here we are, 20. So that's 80 legacy summoning stones. So they're giving you 80. 80's pretty good. 80's pretty good for free to play. You also can grind those stones out of your Dominion. So, that's not too bad. Legacy Summoning Stone provided in connection with Invasion reward change. The existing reward order will be changed, and it is expected that most rewards will be rarely received less than the original total amount. In particular, medals, which are the most important goods, I disagree, are designed so that you can receive the exact amount as before. However, in the case of corruption, there may be significant difference in legacy summoning stones. So users who incur losses will be paid by mail for the difference. So, okay, guys, that basically means I should have a lot of legacy stones because I beat everything. I should be looking at my mail right now. The number of rewards will be received as follow for users who have played, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we're going to get a bunch of legacy stuff. So we're getting an ad reward pass. Passes are added to the invasion rewards. The pass is divided in 5 chapters, and upon purchase, you can obtain additional useful items in each section. The pass can be purchased once per account, allowing you to purchase products with very high efficiency. As the reward pass is newly introduced, the existing invasion package is no longer provided. So this looks pretty good. I mean, if they have a pass that just gives you more stuff for beating past invasions, if that's only like $10, then that might be good. Let's go look at that. Combat power system added. Oh, Lord. Following the invasion recognition, we are introducing a combat power system that allows you to objectively check the current troop's power level. Combat power is determined by the following factors: hero level, whether the heroes awaken, numerical increase due to buildings in your dominion, stages or grades of relics, detailed options for relics, the level and grade of legacy the hero is equipped with, the main and secondary stats of the accessories equipped with, whether or not the hero is equipped with a set effect or not, and alter level. I don't know how I feel about this, because as somebody who builds janky shit, I'm able to accomplish a lot without having to do the legacies. I mean, this does give you sort of an idea, right? So I guess there might be some some like street cred in the streets of King God Castle, LOL. So like, hey, I beat chapter 14, aka 2-4, with a power level team of 20,000. Right, like that might be some cred stuff. I don't know how relevant this is. This is like, it might give new players some good feels, like in an idea of what their battle power is. And in-game players, this is just a number. I don't know if it matters. If you've been following my channel for the past month or so, and you're playing every day, and you're at, like, even if you're halfway towards the power level that I play, I don't know if this matters. It's fun. Good for them. It's definitely... There are things I'd rather have more information on, like Guard and Menace telling us exactly the percentage of damage mitigation and enhanced damage. Like, that, I would appreciate stuff like that more, so that you're not having to do, like, reverse engineer mathematics than, like, something like this. But listen, I'll take any little enhancement. So good for them. This combat power can be found in the content below. The Barrack, the Invasion, My Troop, and Enemy Troop in Arena. So when you're fighting in Arena or Strife Battlefield, you can get a sense of their power level. I guess in Strife Battlefields... it's arbitrary, guys. It's arbitrary. It's like... it's weird. Due to the nature of King God Castle game, combat power is determined by forming a troop within the game. The actual display and combat power may differ greatly. I feel like this is some bullshit that the Korean players care about. So, like, I'm not saying you might be, you viewer who might be from Korea. I'm saying that there were some local Korean players that went to the event. And a lot of the questions that they had to ask was more about, they're local and they know each other. And they wanted a lot more, like, street cred stuff. They wanted a lot more bragging right type stuff. And I think this might be to adhere to some of that, some of those questions. Like, if somebody has a 500,000 battle power, that might be like a in-person bragging right. I personally do not know anybody in real life that plays this game other than me. So, you know, it is what it is. Due to the nature of King God Castle game, the power... yeah, blah, blah, blah. So we talked about that. And this is their reasoning. As King God Castle has been updated for a long period of time, the factors that affect troop have increased. A combat power system has been added to help those who find it difficult who encounter them for the first time. Combat power is standard for evaluating the value of troop. Therefore, synergies between heroes, altars, legacies are not considered. Yeah, they can't do this because they don't know the synergies. They might know them a little bit, but they probably don't. Like, what they're basically saying is that if you have combat boots and a Victoria, right, and mace, that's a known exploit. That's a known exploit by people who know this game. That's a Victoria does a lot of burst damage with mace combat boots. This combat number is not going to give you bonus numbers for doing the good stuff. It's just going to go, well, this is tier 4, and this is tier 4, and this is tier 4. This is your number. It's not going to take into account the fact that this one particular hero has a lot of synergy with what's here. It's that they're not doing that, and in my opinion, that defeats the purpose of this number. So it is what it is. Enjoy the number, but, you know, whatever. We got a new Awakened ability for Mayu. Let's see. Before I read what it is, what would I want? What would I want Mayu to have? Field control's good. A built-in defense. Maybe a leap ability. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know, man. Make him a ranged character. Give him a void ability. Let's see. If he's Maui, maybe it's a hook, right? He can turn into a bird or some shit. All right, what are we gonna do? Blessing of the Earth. 40% less damage taken from enemies outside of the 3x3 range. And more movement speed to Mayo while... okay, so it just makes it so that he can tank ranged heroes better, right? So, like, these goblins do 8 damage. They're still doing 8 damage. Okay, he activates his ability. Now they're doing 4 damage if it's outside of the range. So, his other ability stuns people for 2.5 seconds. Arguably the best melee stun in the game. And I don't think I would ever use this ever over having a stun. You know, the only time that I find ranged units being a bitch, being a really pain in the ass, is in Chapter 2-1, aka Chapter 11. They have these knife throwing guys who do a ton of damage. You know, that might be good for that chapter. And in Strife, there's these burst damage priests. But the burst damage priest will kill Mayu before he fires his stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. Good for him. I'm not too excited about that. Alliance tag system has been added. Oh, cool. I can do tags. Like, we are in English. We play PvP. We are hardcore. We are experienced players. That's cool. That's cool. I'm an Alliance guy. I have a lot of really good players with me. We are not top tier by any means. We're just fun players. A lot of newbie guys. I guess this is cool. Good for them. Reward amount changes for Descendant Legacy Dismantling. Okay. When a Transcendent Legacy is dismantled, the amount of Legacy Fragments reward will be changed. That's interesting. So if like you have a top tier legacy, I guess it kind of like gives you a reason to have a second one. The number of legacy pieces according to existing legacy rate is the same, but additional legacy pieces are repeatedly paid according to the transcendent value. The amount of compensation for legacy star fragments will not change, as it is already reflected in the value. The amount of paid for legacy does not. Okay, so the fuck does that actually mean? What does that actually mean? We're gonna go try to. I'll go take apart one real quick. I have a couple that I'm not using that are fully transcended. It used to just give you a big old pile. Like I have some like normal legacies that are fully transcended, and usually it just gives you a big pile of small pieces. I think maybe they're giving you some bigger shit. Number of legacies according to the existing value is the same, but additional legacy pieces are repeatedly paid according to. So maybe you get more if you tier them up before you dismantle them? I mean, just kind of adds an extra step, which is kind of annoying, but I'm not sure. What the hell is this? Previously, there was a big difference in utility between having maximum hero tokens for all heroes and not reaching the maximum level for 1 or 2 heroes, and using their tokens as an alchemy materials. Now we are introducing a new item, Castellan's Token, so that all users can use their access hero tokens in the Alchemy Workshop without going through the cumbersome process. Now, if you obtain more tokens from the summoning scroll than the hero tokens required to achieve level 20, you will obtain a stone instead of a hero token. So I'm going to leave this, and I'm going to show you what the fuck they're talking about. So in my Dominion, I can go to my Haro. I can go to my Alchemy. You see how I have all these guys? I got more Mel's than I needed. So I got 150 Mel tokens. And then I have 60 Priya, I think that's Priya. And then I have 125 Enrath tokens, and I have 100 Sargula. So I got another Sargula, even though I already had I already had a level 20 Sargula. I got Sargula again somehow. So they give it to you here, and technically I could use this to unlock. It's a waste. Like I could, if I use all 100, I would be able to get like a stage 2 alchemy. It's kind of lame. It's like not a lot for the value of those tokens. So basically what they're saying is instead of getting them for individual users, you're just going to get one kind of token from now on. I don't know what the value of that is. Addition, if you have heroes tokens required for each level 20 heroes, you can obtain Castle Lord token at the provided of a new hero appearing. Instead, if you have enough XP to make all the heroes level 20, the amount of gold. So you're going to get gold instead. Alright. I mean, they're just trying to make it more friendly for people who are endgame. New convenience feature added in Corruption Invasion 2. Now, if you check the Manage Accessories button on the screen, oh, you can click here. You can quickly dismantle the acquired accessories. That is good. I also would like to be able to see what these new accessories are. So what happens is I get the accessory. I have no freaking clue what they are. I have to go search for them to see what their substats are. So perhaps if I click Manage Accessories, I might actually be able to see how they rolled. That's nice. And they have a single bug fix. So, a lot of interesting updates to core systems. Let's see, I've unlocked everything. Did they give me stuff? I got nothing. Failed. Oh gosh. That's not good. That's not good. I unlocked all the things. Yeah. I mean, this looks cool. It doesn't matter. They're not gonna, they didn't give me, any legacy rewards that I was supposed to get. So, like, I didn't get those 80 legacy stones that they're giving all the new players. Right? So this is how it looks when you didn't beat it yet. And this is how it looks after you beat it. This is interesting. This is the power level of your units. Let's see how these look. They put this right here. So this power level is hot garbage. Here is my Mel build that I'm working on. 350,000 roughly. This Belina build clears up to 20. Okay. Here's a perfect example of why this is kind of garbage. This Belina build, well, okay, never mind. I don't have a legacy on this, but that's probably why. This clears consistency strife. This has unupgraded legacies, but they're, I mean, accessories. They're not even looking at that. Interesting. So according to this is my highest battle power, but Mara's naked. Right? It's wacky. All right, let's go explode a legacy real quick. So we'll go to normal. I have a couple extra legacies, so if I try to dismantle this is a fully upgraded one. It's still the same thing. It's only 11. So I guess that stuff only works. Let's cancel. Unique legacy. Dismantle. Elpis. I don't even want to click dismantle, dude. Okay, it's gonna give me that. Hell no. Cancel. Yeah, quality of life stuff, guys, mostly. Nothing amazing. Let's look at Mayu real quick. So I don't have him awakened. I just put him on Sanctum when I want to use him. So this gives you crit chance and stuns enemy hit by Rock Smash for 2.5. He does Rock Smash to all the people around him. That's a lot of stun, man. Instead, you're going to get some damage mitigation. Like, who cares about damage mitigation? Movement speed is like an aggressive thing? Ha. I don't know. That's fucking useless. You heard it here. I do not like that awakening. I don't understand it. It makes no sense. Okay. Let's stop judging. I have a problem with being judgmental. Does that might be good in arena. Okay? So if you insta pop this with Mage Alter, you're taking 40% of the damage away from a ranged Tia and a ranged Narya? Okay. I could see what this is used for. This is a PvP. This is a PvP thing. Alright? I get it. I get it now. I get it. No more hate. No more hate. I understand. Alright. Alright, guys. That's it for this video. I will see you maybe soon. I'm getting a little burnout from making content, so it's going to be taking a little break. I'm doing some here and there. But if something interesting comes up, I'll make some more. But yeah. All right, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye now.